Hello everyone, this is Ron Smith. I'd like to share something personal with you today about how I trusted God to provide me with a wife. I'm taking a master class in preaching, and one of the challenges that I was giving during this course is to present my story, to present something personal to the public and invite them to like or share my story. Well, I didn't marry until I was 39 years old. So how was it possible for me to get through my 20s and 30s? Well, I understood that man should not live by bread alone, just by what he eats, but by every word that comes from the mouth of his Creator. This is wisdom that comes from the book of books, the Bible. And this is what I chose to do. I chose to listen to hope-filled sermons and to be around friends and family who chose to look at the positive side of life. I chose to put my faith in what he said in Mark 9:23. Jesus said, "If you can believe, all things are possible to him that believes." Year after year passed, and I looked into the mirror and kept looking into the mirror, and I saw that time was passing, but I chose to believe that with God, all things are possible. So what I learned from Proverbs 18, verse 20 and 21, he says, "A man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase of his lips he shall be filled." It says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it will eat the fruit thereof." It became more and more clear to me, if I was to find a wife, especially the one that God, I believe, had chosen for me to marry, then I would have to take control of my mouth. I couldn't just say anything that come to my mind, and I dare not say things that were contrary to what I desired. So I began to take control, to discipline my mouth, and to choose my words wisely so that I could have stronger faith to believe the day would come when I would find this truly awesome person that he brought into my life. One day I received a phone call. I understand that God works through people. I received a phone call from a friend who is a pastor who I haven't seen for 8 years. He invited me to come to his church and speak about what the Lord was doing in my life. So I took my mom and we went to his church, and it was about 1,200 miles away. We drove from Georgia to Texas to share what God had led me to do with the work I was doing and still am doing in Bulgaria. What is interesting is that very Sunday was the Sunday that my future wife had just returned from graduating from Bible college. And after the message, after the service, after I finished talking about Bulgaria and the work that I was doing and am still doing here, the pastor introduced me to her. I had the opportunity to get her email, and things moved along slowly. It's a long story, but 3 years later, on the 7th of July, 2001, the Lord caused my dream to come true. And I'm thankful for the discipline that He gave me through His Word to control my words, choose wisely what I said, especially about my desire to marry the person that the Lord would bring to me. So this is my personal story, and I recommend that everyone read and believe Proverbs 18, 20, 21. And here is what really made sense is 22. In the same context, he says, "Whoso finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor